Rob Silverstein, our executive producer, my man, what's happening?
Bill, you brought up Signalgate a little earlier with Dennis.
Yeah.
And more of the correspondence were put out today because of the pushback by the White House on it. And let's listen first to Mike Waltz, what he had to say.
He is the National
Security Advisor. Steve, you can roll that.
Okay.
I take full responsibility. I built the group. My job is to make sure everything's coordinated.
But how did the number? I mean, I don't mean to be pedantic here, but how did the number?
Have you ever had somebody's contact that shows their name, and then you have somebody else's number there?
I never make those mistakes.
Right? You got somebody else's number on someone else's contact. So of course I didn't see this loser in the group. It looked like someone else. Now whether.
All right, calling him a loser. Now,
he works for the guy that calls people losers.
I know. This is. Next up, let's roll Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth.
Can you share how your information about war plans against the Houthis in Yemen was shared with a journalist in The Atlantic? And were those details classified?
You're talking about a deceitful and highly discredited so-called journalist who's made a profession of peddling hoaxes time and time again to include...
Bill, Jeffrey Goldberg's respected.
Jeffrey Goldberg is who they're speaking of, and he is the editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, and he is the one that somehow got added into the Signal app. And look, first of all, Hegseth goes on to say, no locations, no targets, no nothing. I will say to that effect, I agree. Unless Jeffrey had sent, hey, bombs are coming. I can't tell you where. I don't know in what location, but go underground. Not enough was really, MSNBC is screaming like crazy, like it's the worst thing in the world. I can't believe we gave up our strategic plans. They're not strategic, but I always thought that the Signal app, which is an end-to-end encryption app, was always for bookies and sidecars, for Congress people or something to hide the girlfriend or. But
this is right out of the Don's playbook. There's no question about it. Okay, deflect, criticize, rip the messenger,
tear down the guy.
Right, absolutely.
This is the art of the deal. This is Roy Cohn.
Exactly. As opposed to just saying, "Hey, we screwed up."
No, that's not. You're never going to hear, "Hey, I screwed up. I'm sorry."
And that's the issue with that. That's the issue I have.
Right.
All right. I truly.
Now, normally, but what's interesting here is something like this happens in the past. There's always been traditionally in politics a fall guy, and they let the fall guy go, and then it kind of blows over because they look like they've taken action. And in this case, it's interesting. Trump is standing by everyone, and no one's this Mike Waltz guy. In years past, administrations past, would probably have been fired in 2 seconds, but not happening.
Right. I just don't like. I don't like the name calling. We've discussed this before.
Yeah.
Baldoni's got a new look. Bill, have you seen it?
Yeah.
He's got the faux hawk with the shaved sides. He's got a white tank on. What are your thoughts?
I don't. I don't love it. I don't. Baldoni, I think, was very handsome. I like him with a nice short haircut, but don't shave the sides of your head.
Do you like the man bun on him when he does the man bun?
No, I don't love the man bun. Okay. I just like a nice short haircut. Baldoni's a very handsome guy with a handsome face. He does.
He is very handsome.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think of Harry Styles' new look? He's got that walrus mustache working for some reason.
Oh, here we go. Baldoni is big. You put Baldoni and Deadpool in a ring, I'll tell you who wins. Baldoni. In a big look at the pipes on that guy. The haircut's awful. Harry Styles has a nice little mustache going and goatee. He's just handsome though. Harry Styles. He's that guy.
Oh yeah.
I think he's probably the better looking one.
Now, Bill, Gwyneth and Meghan did a little video yesterday. Okay, Steve, why don't you play that, and then I want to get your reaction. I remember your reaction yesterday. Steve, play it.
I genuinely do not understand this at all whatsoever. Do you understand this?
Yeah, so the internet wants there to be beef between Gwyneth Paltrow and Meghan Markle. That would just be so great. And so the two, look, they're friends. You're forgetting the items from, months ago, a year ago, where they live in Montecito together. They're neighbors. They go to the same parties. Ted Sarandos of Netflix, and there's a enclave of the super special and super sexy up there, and they've been friends. There never was a feud between them. The internet just wanted one.
Right. Your reaction yesterday was, That's why I brought it back today. See if anything had changed with you at all.
No, no. I mean, I think, same thing with Meghan wants to be Martha. Does anyone bite? They put these little things out there, and if there's any traction, they go for them. And Gwyneth thought it would be fun to do that. And
Bill, I thought your interview with
shoot it
Dennis
down.